Time for Pop Pop Plays.
Hello, and welcome back to Pop Pop Plays. Today, Pop Pop Plays Town to City, at least the Town to City demo. The full game isn't out yet, and on Steam at any rate, it is still no release date yet. I suspect fairly soon, as the demo's been out for a little while. I'm hoping maybe by the end of July, but I suspect at least by the end of summer. But I am not in the know, so I'm not entirely sure. This game is made by the same makers as Station to Station, and the art style is actually fairly similar, which is a cute, pixelated little village and people and stuff. This is a city administration style game, sort of like SimCity or what's the City Skylines, which is one that I've really enjoyed. But this is on the much easier side. It's a lot less complex than those games are, and I think a lot more approachable. And I've really enjoyed the demo, and I'm really looking forward to the game coming out. Let's go ahead and start a new game and just kind of dive in. And then at the end of this, I'll go over my top 5 things for this game. So this is the beginning of the demo anyways, and my guess would be pretty similar, if not the exact same as what the actual game will start as. Move stuff around. You can rotate to see where you want to see, zoom in and out. Let's build 3 houses and connect them to the station with a road. Build 3 houses, connect the houses to the station with a road. There's the draw roads thing, and you can change the size and how they look. I kind of want that down to here, and you see you're just kind of painting, and I think I'm going to do like a plaza around this first little lake here. I think that'll look pretty, and kind of build around that. And you can see I can just kind of paint back and set it at whatever size I want. Let's give it a little more room. And go to build houses. Plop, and it'll start building. As you can see, it costs you some money, which you got down here, which builds up over time, I'm pretty sure, because of taxes as people move in. The way this plays out is similar to, is it Steam Build? So you'll basically build up your houses until they can get higher and higher level, which gives you more options and extra stuff to do. You'll see the first train show up with people. But as I said, this is nowhere near as complex as some of these other admin games. So it makes it both easier to play and less stressful. You can kind of just sit back and enjoy. First family's arrived. So if I click on their icon, I can choose a home for them. Let's give them that home. There we go. Click on the house. We see information. Home currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. So, people in homes will require various things. Right now they require food. We have cheese and poultry. Let's give them poultry. And you'll see on the road the distance that this can cover. So it covers all 3 of these houses because that green covers them, at least when it's built. Also wants us to do the cheese stall, so let's also do that. But you notice over here, invalid location, notice over to the side, it doesn't cover that. So if a house was built there, it might not fit in. Here's the family. Go ahead and send them there. We built the 2 different market stalls. Click on one. add a worker, so we click on this to add a worker. But we need a warehouse to supply the stalls. An efficient warehouse is nearby commerce buildings and close enough to the station. A warehouse, a small warehouse. Can't be too close apparently. Do want it within the circle so it... Not sure if it needs to be fully in that circle or not. Oh, and we want a worker here too. Transform is now covered. There we go, and we can see that it is supplying both. Click on the house again. More shops give us more income, and we want to increase our happiness, because that is how the game advances, is keeping our residents happy. Let's make a house and a shop or warehouse provide more happiness by decorating the areas around. So a major part of the game is the decorations. Decorations increase happiness for our residents, which is a... let's add an extra little road here. Okay. Add a dirt road. Build a house just off of that. For our new families. And let's do another road over here too. Hopefully, the different roads will still allow them to walk. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so we have some initial things, and you can see the ring around which it will give the most decorations. So let's plant a few lamp posts. And we can rotate it if I want to, which I probably should. Oh. Different. Let's see. Give them a nice flower pot here. Flower close to the house, it looks like. Flower pot there. Tree in between. Tree on that side. And you'll see the tree is changing. I can choose which one I want. Oop. I can set it to randomize, or I can... It's not selecting for some reason. Oh, there we go. Huh. Interesting. Well, there we go. And we've got a little fence here, which we can basically draw. Let's put our little stone wall so nobody will fall into our pond. Draw that all the way around. There we go. Got a nice little thing there. Put some benches along there. But I do need... Oop. There we go. And you'll see this house has hit a decoration of higher than 40, which is what we needed. Go over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. And you can see a good breakdown of what's causing and reducing their happiness. Total average happiness needs to be 60% or higher, otherwise people won't show up. Okay. Next on that. Higher population count directly decreases the citizens' overall happiness. Research, build, and connect more buildings to maintain a high happiness. Let's build a research center. So now we have access to the research center. Let's put them kind of out here. There's another family, so let's give some more houses. They'd like a regular, comfortable house. You get to have one right on the pond. So now we've got produce 15, but our demand is 17, so we need another worker. Now we produce 30. Our research center is up. Add a worker. We're now generating research points. More workers generate points quicker. You can see your current research points and money here. So here's your research, here's money. Okay. And we've got enough to research a new item. So here's our research menu. It goes down quite a few pages. Increases as your city or your town becomes cities. They suggest we want a fish stall, so let's go ahead and grab that for one. This new building appears in the construction menu. Okay. 20 out of 50 residents required to upgrade your city. This will unlock new features and buildings in the research menu. Maintain a high happiness and give 50 people a home. Your goal is to grow your new town to a bustling city. So we've got 20, we want 50. These people are here already. No, I gotta, if you get lost, press escape, click the menu button, choose encyclopedia. That's great. You go ahead and move in here. You'll see our happiness right now is 64. And they gave us that fish stall, so let's go ahead and add a fish stall right on the plaza. Once it's built, we need to remember add a laborer. But now our warehouse does not reach that, so it will need another person. There we go. And you can see we have, this is how many workers we have available, which right now is not a problem. We will need a few more houses. Let's ping off another road here. Let's do Plaza Road. Just kind of pull it out to there. And eventually we can get, I suspect this is probably the map size, at least for the demo. But we can start looping around up there if we need to. Oh, the demand for that is 18. The poultry makes just enough. I've not added new houses yet, so let's do a couple of houses. And you notice, same thing with the trees, it's randomized right now, but I can choose the different colors. Yep. Well, okay. So you can C and V to go through them, or just click. Hey, why don't you move in there? Now they don't have enough, so there's, add another worker to that. I really like just kind of the laid-back feel to the game is really nice. There's nothing super pressing. Certainly not in the demo anyways, and I suspect not in the full game. There's not fires going on or demands that need to be immediately met. It's just nice and laid back. Our inhabitants are going up. We're still at 68. So one of the things we want to do is increase decorations to increase happiness. You'll notice our work decoration and commute decoration is not very high. Foods are decent, but I want to work on that. So let's add some stuff around the warehouse. Some flowers, and you can see again we've got a bunch of different ones in there. Let's do potted plants just kind of along the side. We can see it also has a decoration which increases happiness. And if we go to that, still at 1%. All of these probably need a little bit of something. Oop. Give him a little fence. Put a trellis back behind him. Stick some more trees in there. There we go. And we can see the decorations for that at 75. Their decorations at 75. Put him up at 60. Oh, a family with a trait has arrived. These traits influence the family's happiness. So they desire a house near water. Let's probably build one, because I'm not sure how near they have to be for that to count. Some families that come in will have traits, and they'll be happier if you can build to their traits. Let's see, this almost certainly is close enough. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, you can see that is too far away. That's a problem. Let's move. I can move. So let's move them out. And that gives them plus 12, because they are right near a food. Yep. Desires house near water, they get a 20% bonus. Let's see what their unemployed decoration. Wrong guys. Resident happiness is plus 19%. Okay. Quite sure there. And once again, demand is up. That's okay. Let's do fence along here. That's probably not going to fit. That in there, put a low stone wall between the houses. Give it a slide with some flowers. And some trees. Happy little trees. There. We got desires a house surrounded by a lot of trees. We need to a few more houses. Let's plop a bunch of trees over here so we can make them happy about that. Okay. Nice. And we can see 20%. I think their desires only go up to 20, so there's a good good one right there. Looks like we can buy something. We've got 53. We can decorate buildings. Many decorations have special variations that only apply in specific places. Hover over different locations to find all variations. This is a cute little thing. So if we take the potted plants and put it next to the house, they can be set up next to the windows. They can hang in a couple of different spots. If we do a lamp, we do a light above the doors and also on the side of the house. I'm not sure what else we can do here. If the chair does something, I'm not sure, but you can actually put them up here. Let's do somebody else's house, so it looks nicer. Your house is already pretty nice. Give it a big thing, and a hanging lamp, and some flowers in the window. So they become basically modular, which is really cute. +5. Let's give them some. Also give them some trees. And now they're up to 20%. That's enough. Great. These people want flower decorations. I think I need another house. Oh no, maybe not. That, but let's pile on the flowers. Give them a light there. And I'm still only up to 8%. Along, or I can plant these along the side of the house. Let's do this along the side of the house, I think. Now they're 20. Okay. Great. Our overall happiness is 71. 144, we're getting there. These people, no available houses. Gotta keep building. People come in. There we go. Why don't you move there? Looks like we need another laborer to cover everything. And you'll notice as the laborers show up, they increase production. It doesn't seem to increase the amount of area that they cover. But later there is a technology that we'll get that will cover that. We've got so many laborers. Not a bad idea to add a couple extra to our research center. Let's make our research center people a little happier. So let's give them some decorations. That's nice. And this does, pretty sure, yep, same thing. Some of this can have decorations on the building. points are up. That's great. Kind of see. They're just going to have to get. Well, not everybody gets to be unhappy, but that gets us to 51. We can upgrade the town to the next stage. Click on the green button to upgrade. So we'll go from dwelling to the train station. I believe gets bigger and more complex as you get a larger and larger city. Yay! Yep. See, a nicer little building. It's not just a nowhere little shack. It's now an actual station. We've got new needs. People want special types of clothes, and we've got tier 2 research. That's great. Now we're a hamlet, and you can see we still need to get this other stuff, or can't yet. But now we've got hamlet stuff, which includes all this. Oh, and this starts quests. Mayor, can I talk to you for a moment? Okay. We're excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going swell, but some of the new arrivals are experiencing issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests for our little town. And you get the mayor's home, which you can build. There we go. Build that, and then they can give you little quests that give you money and such as you move along, which is really nice. No, I really enjoy this game. As you get more further along in the game, more stuff unlocks so that these buildings can get more levels on them and can increase the amount of families that can live in them. You get obviously more houses and stuff. Yay, okay. Amazing, your house looks great. I'm sure the first request will start coming in soon. We are thrilled to have such an involved mayor in town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our requests. We're patient townsfolk. As I said, the game pretty much at no point really rushes you to get anything done. So you can play at whatever your own pace if you really want to spend a lot of time decorating, which is, important for the game. You're able to do that. Like I would want to put benches all the way around this, but I haven't yet, and probably lamp posts around the lake. So you don't have to really worry about stuff. These people are unhappy because they're not. You got a negative because they're not close enough. So I need to increase things like their decoration. I will say I do kind of wish that all the houses weren't the exact same layout, at least at the beginning. Maybe similar to some of the other stuff, instead of just being colors, a couple of different types of houses I would have liked. That would have been nice, but honestly that's a fairly small complaint. Plus, as I said, later on these will become 3 and 4 stories tall, and whatever these other buildings are will be unlocked in the game. They're not even in the demo. The demo, I think, goes to, if I remember correctly, because I played it, I think you can go to village size, but not small town. But I don't remember off the. Yeah, okay, can't go to village, so you get just the first 2, which is fine. It's a demo. So my top 5 things that I like about that, town to city. I'll go with number 5. The demo's out now. You can play the demo and see if you like it. Not enough games do this. I can get in and spend a little bit of time playing the game and decide whether or not I want to buy it and want to enjoy it. Steam, if you're buying stuff on Steam at any rate, they do have a return policy, essentially, if you've only played it for 2 hours. But unfortunately, in this day and age, sometimes even in 2 hours, you don't necessarily know whether you like a game. Sometimes it doesn't even get you through the tutorial. Sometimes it doesn't get you practically through the opening cinematics of a game. So having a demo is really nice. Honestly, you can, if you're going really quick, you could blow through this in an hour. But the way this plays, I think that would give you a really good idea of whether or not you're going to want to play it anyways. So having a demo is just really great. Number 4, it's a pretty game. It is, I forget what you call this style, just kind of blocky style. But honestly, even using that, the game is a very pretty one, and I really like it. It allows it to look good pretty much at any level, and I'm sure run on even low-end machines pretty good would be my guess. Number 3, and I've mentioned this a few times, you never really feel rushed. Some of these administration-style games, you kind of need that next thing, or there might, like an emergency might come up and you have to have something done. And this is just laid back, feel good, enjoy the journey, and not worry so much about the destination style of game. And while that's not maybe my favorite style of game, it is definitely nice to be able to go from the more stressful games to something like this and just kind of exist for a little while and enjoy it. Number 2, the decorating part of the game is honestly my favorite in a lot of ways. I love that the decorating isn't just something you can do, which a lot of games is just something tacked on. You can maybe add parks and things like that. Trees is fairly common. It's basically necessary to make people happy. So not only is the decorating fun to do, but it is an important game mechanic. So the game doesn't just encourage you to do it, you kind of need to be doing it. And I really like that. More games need to be like that, especially games like this, which kind of leads me into the number 1 thing I like about Town to City is it's a cozy game, and it definitely deserves that title. It's all about taking it easy and decorating and making things look nice and enjoying your journey on a level that is just soothing rather than stressful. Some games, that stressfulness leads to an accomplishment that feels good, and that's great. But it's nice to have games like this where you don't have to have that stressfulness and still achieve something that really makes you feel good, just in a different way. You can sit back and you can enjoy your created town, especially as it grows bigger and bigger, and see the things that you've done, and really have a lot of fun with that. You're not pressured to do stuff right away or quick. You can go at your own pace. You can make it look good, and I really like that. It's a really good, cozy game. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Again, this is Town to City, and this is the demo. The demo is out now on Steam. The game is not out yet. But if you enjoy the demo after watching this, then you should wishlist their game, because that helps them, I'm sure, with algorithms, and lets them know that people are excited to see what they're about to do. I was really excited the first time I saw this, and I'm really excited for the final game. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this walkthrough of at least the beginning of the demo. Hit that notification bell when the game comes out. I'll probably be doing at least a couple of pop plays to kind of show at least where along in the journey I end up. And just enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you once again.